Thank you, Thomas. We have another Thomas I'd like to introduce. Tom McGuire is from the Grand Rapids U.S. Export Assistance Office. And some of you may recall just a couple weeks ago we made the announcement that the U.S. Commercial Service Office has office hours here at the Lansing Regional Chamber, actually in the room right behind us. They come over every other Thursday and meet with Lansing area companies to explore how they might be able to assist them either get started in exports or expand their exports. So Thomas McGuire is the director of the U.S. Commercial Service Office in Grand Rapids, and I'd like him to say a few words.
Thank you, Senator, for being here this morning and organizing this. My name is Tom McGuire, and I'm with the United States, a big organization. 30-some thousand people work in U.S. Department of Commerce. We're a very small group. We're about 3,500 worldwide. Domestically, we have offices at about 110 as of today. In Michigan, we have Detroit, Pontiac, Grand Rapids at the moment. That's where we are. And our Grand Rapids territory, which includes you, runs all the way from, you might say, the Indiana border at Coldwater, comes all the way up through Grand Rapids, Lansing, Traverse City, and to the very tip of the UP. To the very tip of the UP, which, contrary to some people's opinion, the UP is very much alive with export business. And we try to get there at least twice a year. Other than that, we stay on the phone and stay on email. Our mission, and here's the important thing, our mission is to assist U.S. business gain a substantive foothold in a foreign market. I say that again, to assist American business, Michigan business, gain a substantive foothold in a foreign market. That means set up a relationship with a distributor, with what you would call a manufacturer's rep. And we do that through our 200 offices we have around the world at our embassies and consulates, with whom we are in constant touch with. By all means, they come here, we go there, but most of it is email, telephone. That's how we do it. We have, I give you a dose of reality, okay? Our budget is the same as it was in 2009. 2010 is the same. And we applauded when the president said that we would double exports in 5 years. And that isn't going to happen overnight, but one of the most positive steps we've seen is with this Lansing organization here, because we wish to support what's taking place here in Lansing by coming down, as has been said, twice every 2 weeks we spend a day down here. In the meantime, the Lansing people, or this area people who want to export, they come up or talk to us on the phone, but we make it a point to be here every 2 weeks. That's because of budget constraints. Now, the senator is fully aware of, she is a major part of shepherding the budget for 2011. Now, our budget starts October 1. So the senator is working very hard to increase the budget for us in 2011 in order to accomplish what has been undertaken here. And it's not just the U.S. Department of Commerce that's involved in doubling exports. A lot of people got the impression that it was just us, but it'll be SBA and all the other federal agencies. As the senator said earlier this morning, enforcement of our trade agreements, which has been less than stellar, you might say, in the past, but we will become a little tougher on that now. And we will, Michigan used to be in the top 3-4 states of exporting. And with the problems we've had in Michigan, of course, it's diminished, but then so has everyone else. Now, I have to say at this point, we are swamped with clients in our area. Why, you say? Because, heretofore, the siren on the rocks was the domestic economy. It was so good, I've had people tell me, don't talk to me about exporting. I haven't even sold California yet. That has changed. Now people are coming to us in droves. But unfortunately, realistically, you don't turn a switch and suddenly have access to global markets. It's a long, well thought out, has to be carefully nurtured to gain a substantive presence in a foreign market, and that's what we do. We take them from step one all the way up to where they have a distributor agreement, they have shipped product from Michigan. And that takes a little while. And we do that through our worldwide network. I tell you, anybody here from the, you might say, the manufacturing sector, because most of our people, our clients are manufacturers, it is a long process to do that. And it doesn't happen in 1 month, 2 months. And the mentality that says, get me an order, it doesn't work that way. But we sit down with the client. We always go to visit a new client. We sit down with them. We help them assess whether they have a exportable product. And when that is all taken care of with proper market research and counseling, then they use our services to go overseas where our foreign people meet with them, introduce them to the distributors, manufacturers hopefully come back with agreement, and then the shipments follow. That's what we do. And quite frankly, we do it very well. There is no other organization in the United States that has such a worldwide outreach as we do. And a lot of people don't know that. And so that's why we come to events like this and talk. We would like you to pass the word that we have a whole series of programs that can help you first ascertain if you have an exportable product, and then walk you through the entire process to where you have made a sale in a foreign market. That's what we do. Now, I'd like to bring to your attention that next week, excuse me, but it's up in Grand Rapids, we have World Trade Week. Not next week, but May 3. And it's a great event. It takes place every year. I would encourage everybody, if they have the time, to come up, because the networking opportunities are unparalleled. It'll be a great opportunity, and it'll enhance what you have undertaken in the Lansing area. With that, I'll take any questions you might have. And I can wait a long time. There might be others.
All right.
If there's questions.
Yep, there will be. I'm going to say a few closing comments. Again, thank you to the Senator for taking time to make this important announcement. Dr. Holt and Mr. McGuire for coming over. The International Trade Center was established to increase the level of exports and global commerce for the greater Lansing region and the state. We did it to help create jobs and help improve the level of investment here in our area. Our vision is to leverage the International Trade Center in Michigan so that businesses can optimize the investments that we've already made out at Port Lansing, the Foreign Trade Zone, and Capital Region International Airport, and the many other regional investments that have been made around the town in the last 5 years. The ITC is a result of a collaborative effort. You've heard it several times that there's 11 organizations that have been involved, and anybody who knows anything about collaboration to come to consensus with 11 different organizations is no easy task. And I just want to take a moment to recognize those organizations. The Lansing Economic Area Partnership, Capital Region Airport Authority, the City of Lansing and the Economic Development Corporation, the City of East Lansing and its Economic Development Corporation, Foster Swift, Collins, and Smith, PC, the Greater Lansing Business Monthly, the Michigan Manufacturers Association, Michigan State University's International Business Center, and the U.S. Department of Commerce in Grand Rapids. I'd also like to recognize some of the dirty work that got done, especially with Mr. Joe Hess, Dr. Joe Hess, who came to us with his vision of creating an international trade center, along with Chris Holman, back in July or August of '09, and has been working by my side as we move to push this important initiative, put it together, get everybody lined up and agree with what we're doing. Also, Gene Stokel from Foster Swift put in a lot of in-kind contributions from a legal standpoint to form this entity that is part of the Lansing Regional Chamber. And then we have a great cheerleader. He's not here today, but Chris Holman with the Greater Lansing Business Monthly. As you know, an international entrepreneur, has been there to encourage us and guide us as well. And we're also working with other organizations, the Lansing Regional Sister Cities Commission and the Michigan Department of Agriculture are just a couple other organizations that we're partnering with to help Michigan businesses export more and also do additional global commerce.